Hey, my name is Boyo and I'm a film producer, actor and entrepreneur, and I support women's economic empowerment. From the beginning, my journey into producing and owning my own studio was because I was economically empowered. At the time I started, there were not a lot of available funds to take loans to acquire my own equipment. So it was due to the empowerment, economic empowerment. There was a young lady that I had met, and she had a play. It was about sexual assault and gender violence, and she was looking for support, sponsorship for that play to go on to other theaters, and I was able to support. I know that the word got out, a lot of people were able to see the play, and just being able to make a contribution of any sort in that space was important at the time, and I think that even now, that early contribution, that early support has helped in some way. So, navigating the industry, I think the major thing is access to funding. I mean, in terms of what I faced. Now, I think for a lot of women, it's still an issue, but there is availability in terms of grants and loans and financial opportunities like that for a lot of women. But when I started out, one of the bigger issues was financial empowerment. And I think even men had that issue, so I can't even say it was just women. But definitely for a woman, there was no conversation even around it. It was very much a field where a lot of men had the opportunities. But I think in the last decade or so, there have been a lot more opportunities in the film industry for women to get funding. I will say that in terms of making it more intentional for women, that is not the case. I think it's generally just that there are more funds. For the women that are getting access to these funds, there's still a very small number. There can be a lot more done in terms of making it available for women. There's so many voices that are not being heard because they're not empowered, and I would like to leave that legacy of being able to empower women. I would like to leave a legacy behind of supporting women, not only economically, but in any other way that they require support. When I started out in this industry, what I could have benefited from was additional education around finances, just being financially literate in terms of when you're running a business, how that can work. I think that it would be great to have an opportunity for women to have access to that level of education, to learn, just financial literacy. In addition, I would like to see more intentional funding for women in my industry and beyond. So financial instruments that just are tailor-made for women. I think that if it's built that way, it has the opportunity or the potential to really elevate any woman's business. In my own capacity, I would love to do what I did earlier this year, which is support a lot more women to do their small projects, but projects that mean very much to them, and to be able to empower them in whatever way. Short films, documentaries, animation is another big area. So for me, that would be the legacy I would like to leave, that I was able to support women and build their dreams, to be able to build their dreams, to fulfill their dreams. Even if it's just to start out, I would like that to be my legacy.